Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. As anticipated, I have not posted any videos for a while because I was on holiday, and I'm actually still on holiday, so it's not granted that I'll be able to post any videos in the next few days. But starting next week, everything should go back to normal. So right now we'll be having a quick summary of the games we've played lately, and we'll try and see how things panned out. I have been setting the lineup, so I have been playing regularly, as it doesn't take too long to have things done on this game, but I was not able to post any videos very simply. I will probably be doing it regularly from next week onwards. So guys, let's dive right in and let's have a look at what happened. We've been playing the game you probably saw the lineup for, and this was against Pauca Delphia. I think we stood decent chances to win, and actually, thanks to a thicker midfield, the final outcome was this one. So we won 4-1. It does not sound too difficult as a game, but as you can see, the ball possession was not in our favour. The shots were a tiny bit in our favour, and the shots on target too. So tough game anyways. Then no, I'll talk about it in the near future, about the kind of lineup the 4-4-2 is, because it appears like it's very effective lately, or at least in the games we've been playing lately. But 4-1 was the final score. 47% ball possession for us, 53% ball possession for the opponents, 13 shots for us, 12 shots for the opponents, 8 shots on target for us, 6 shots on target for them, which is great because again we have one more good game played by the goalkeeper, and all of this despite Bocchetti playing instead of a central defender who was Quiriconi. I'm sorry, a few days have passed, so I can't exactly remember what happened, but Ceriani was playing, Quiriconi was not, so I suppose Quiriconi was either disqualified or injured. He's more likely to be to get disqualifications than injuries, I think, though. Then what are we at? 8 shots on target for us, 6 shots on target for them. So good performance by the goalkeeper, I think. And again, he plays 4 or 5 games in a row very well. No particular downsides with playing him. And then there's one game where we lose, and we should not be losing because, I don't know, just a few shots on target are done, and he can't keep up with them. It's just bizarre to me, in my opinion. But yeah, that's the way he is. So 2 pieces for us, 1 piece for the opponents, 2 yellow cards, not too high rate, not too high booking rate, which is always a very, very good thing. So 3 points, and a lot of satisfaction because, of course, this is a good score. I mean, 4-1 is a very good score, and the scoring ratio is exactly 50%. So very nice. Let's go ahead and let's go through to the next game then, if my computer allows so. Alright, so against San Giuliano Milanese FC, a lower level team, so to say. At least in the standings, they're lower than Pauca Delphia. And these guys have a very thick midfield, as you can see. But luckily, we were able to manage and win 2-0. Again, the ball possession is relatively low, but these guys had a very thick midfield, so it does not, it's not so as surprising as it might look, given the the skills, given the opponent's skills, which are good, of course, but not quite as good as ours, in my opinion. So, 61% ball possession for the opponents, 39% for us. This is very low, and it's not typical for us either. Probably the midfield have had a bad day in this case. And then 9 shots for the opponents, 12 shots for us, so we were still able to manage and obtain more shots than the opponents. And then 5 shots on target for them, 6 shots on target for us, 4 set pieces for them, 4 set pieces for us, and then 2 yellow cards for San Giuliano and 1 for us, which again is good news. Yeah, we have the confirmation that Quiriconi was just disqualified and not injured, but I think this is a good average, like 1 yellow card per game. Of course, 0 would be better, but I mean, we play very attacking. We play very attacking most of the time, so I think it's quite normal for very attacking teams to go and have to follow and yeah, actually chase the opponents going towards the goal, and that's where yellow cards can come up. So I think it's normal and not bad. Absolutely not. Yep, not the best of the possible scenarios, but not bad. Then, so 3 more points, 3 more important points, very important points, and let's go through. Now, we have the game that was played against Win September Rain. Different level. These guys have been very close to the playoff zone for a while. Luckily, they were playing a relatively, well, low-level player around here, so we tried to take advantage of that. But in general, the opponents had relatively low experience around the midfield and the defense, so I thought would better be playing balanced, as you can see. So no wing playing on the left. But the final score was 1-0. So I think we nailed the tactics, because this 51% ball possession is back to normal, I think, for us. 49% ball possession for the opponents, despite a relatively thick midfield on the side too. And then 8 shots on target for us, 4 shots on target for them, 1 set piece for us, 4 set pieces for them, which does not sound all too realistic, given the difference with ball possession and shots and stuff. But I mean, this is something that can happen. This is football, so these things can happen actually. And then 3 yellow cards for us, so worse than what we're used to, at least than what we were used to till the previous game. And then 1 yellow card for the opponents. Final score 1-0. 3 more points, 3 more very, very important points in this case, because these guys are anyway a good team. As you can see, they've got quite a few 4.5 stars players, a great goalkeeper, as you can see. So this was very, very important for us. And eventually we got 3 points. That was fantastic. Let's have a look at the following game against I Peggio. Alright, these guys are even a tougher opponent than Win September Rain. They're very, very close to the playoff zone. And I have to add that we were playing with Bilenga on the right instead of Hudacek, so we were missing quite possibly the most important player of the whole team. Despite that, we were able to manage and to win 3-1. And there are a few interesting details about this. So 49% ball possession for them, 51% ball possession for us, 12 shots for them, 16 shots for us, which is more, of course, thanks to, I think, higher experience, basically. And then 10 shots on target for them, which means they were more accurate when it came to shots on target on shots. And this is something we quite possibly have to work on. But I think this is more down to the fact that Udacek was missing and the fact that we're playing with only one actual striker. So it may look funny, it might not be. I'm not quite sure because it doesn't happen very often. So I'm afraid we can't judge our method of playing by having a look at this game only. We'll have to keep an eye on this in the future. So 10 shots on target for them, 9 shots on target for us, which is a bit less despite higher amount of shots and a higher amount of possession, or ball possession. Then once a piece for them, 3 pieces for us, which is quite more realistic in my opinion. 1 penalty kick, which I think we missed actually. Yes, we missed it. So could have been 4-1 actually, and that would have been great news because of the goal difference, which in our case is not that astonishingly good. And then 1 booking per side, which is relatively fair, I think. So 3 more points, and as we saw, we've been collecting quite a few victories in during these games. Let's go through to the very last game we played against Liguria, possibly the most dangerous opponent of the ones we've seen today, because of their relatively funny lineup, their very thick defense, which is of course a problem for a single striker. And yeah, I'm afraid the opponents were right to play like that against us, because they were able to win 1-0, despite the fact that, in my opinion, we nailed the tactics, because the ball possession was 50-50, which may not sound great, but we have to consider that the opponents had a very thick midfield, so very thick defense. So they have probably been recovering a lot of balls while we were attacking a lot, because we went very attacking. So we've been attacking a lot, in my opinion. But in terms of ball possession, they were able to recover, to get the ball back quite often. And that's what I think has influenced this, has affected this kind of situation. So winning 1-0, 50% ball possession, in particular the ball possession. But then 12 shots on 12 shots for us, which means we've been attacking more than they did. 8 shots for them, 9 shots on target for us against 4 shots on target. And again, we get back to the goalkeeper topic, I'm afraid. But 9 out of 9 shots on target, we were not able to score. Again, I think this is down to Napoli being alone as a striker against those 3 defenders, the other 2 offensive midfielders being too wide, too far to help him out. So this is probably what happened. So Napoli being too Napoli being too alone against these 3 defenders and 2 defensive midfielders, very good defensive midfielders as well. So as you can see, they've got very high experience, and the defenders were experienced too, and very skilled. So I think this was the problem. On top of that, the goalkeeper was very good too. And what can you do against this? What we might be looking at is, again, the goalkeeper. 1 goal out of 4 shots does not sound all too great. It's not as bad as some of the situations we saw lately, but I don't think it's bad either. Don't think it's too bad. Of course, out of 4 shots, you would expect most of the time to get away with a 0-0, so with a draw and 1 point, which is extremely important at this particular point in time. But yeah, we were not able to manage, and the goalkeeper apparently was not able to collect all of these shots in his hands, and unfortunately this is what the final score looks like. So 1-0 for the opponents, 0 points for us. Let's have a look at the standings then. Here we are, 56 points. We're down to the 5th position. We got back to the 4th position at one point because of all of those victories, but this defeat got us down to the 5th position. We still have the same amount of points as the 4th classified team have, but our goal difference is worse, so we'll have to try and push as much as possible. But let's point one thing out. The 1st position is only 5 points away, with 3 games away from the end of the season. So still 9 points on the table. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back to the 1st position. But given the amount of victories we've been collecting lately, sorry, then I think we still stand some tiny chances to get up there, and we are, of course, we're very safe from the 11th position, which is, of course, the most important thing, but not our priority right now. So we'll have to try and collect as many points as possible to get at least to the playoff zone, and why not to the 1st position? That would be just a masterpiece. But yeah, we stand very low chances to obtain that. So guys, I think we're done for today. Thank you for sticking around despite me being absent for a while. Today we'll be playing one more game, so I'll be posting the lineup video very soon, and keep on sticking around, because starting next week we'll have, I think, way more regular video uploaded. So thanks a lot again for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.